Fighter jets, sleek, fast, and incredibly expensive. Countries love them, especially in lively neighborhoods like India. India decided their Air Force needed a serious upgrade. Enter the Dassault Rafale, a French marvel, a multi-role fighter, meant to be a game-changer for the Indian Air Force. Think of it as the latest iPhone but with missiles. India went shopping, and the deal for 36 Rafales cost billions. After years of negotiations, the planes finally started arriving. Cue national pride and triumphant music. This was it, the future. Except, sometimes even the most expensive toys come with problems. The dream of an invincible air arm started to hit turbulence. And not the fun, bumpy landing kind. More the is this thing actually working as advertised kind. To understand why these jets are a big deal, we need a quick history lesson. India and Pakistan neighbors with a deeply ingrained suspicion of each other. Think Hatfields and McCoys but with nuclear weapons. It all kicked off around 1947 when the British Empire drew some lines on a map. Suddenly, two new countries and one massive headache called Kashmir. A beautiful region that both sides claim, leading to multiple wars. Plus, countless smaller skirmishes like heated neighborhood disputes with artillery. Decades of animosity woven into the national identity of both places. Politicians love to stir the pot for votes. And then, the nukes entered the chat in the late 90s. Every flare-up now comes with the terrifying subtext of potential nuclear annihilation. It's like living next door to someone who hoards fireworks and gasoline, and also has a history of playing with matches. Fun! So you have this simmering pot of geopolitical tension, and every now and then, someone cranks up the heat. Enter Operation Sindoor. Imagine a particularly nasty cross-border incident, the kind that makes diplomats reach for the mailbox and generals reach for battle plans. These things escalate quickly in that part of the world, faster than a rumor in a high school cafeteria. This is where fancy fighter jets like the Rafales are supposed to earn their keep. During Operation Sindoor, both Indian and Pakistani air forces were on high alert. Maybe some jets scrambled and unfriendly glares were exchanged at 30,000 feet. One wrong move, and things could go very, very south. Both sides undoubtedly claimed they came out on top, the geopolitical equivalent of two kids arguing over who won a video game. After Operation Sindoor, questions about military performance, especially those new Rafales, began to get louder. Let's rewind a bit. The Rafale deal was a marathon, not a sprint. India spent years picking their new favorite fighter jet. Finally, they chose the Rafale from Dassault Aviation in France. The price tag was enormous, about $8.7 billion for 36 jets. For that kind of money, you'd expect them to fly perfectly. The expectations in India were through the roof. These jets were supposed to be the ultimate deterrent. Omni-role, air-to-air combat, ground attack, reconnaissance, even nuclear deterrence. India needed this capability with nuclear-armed neighbors like Pakistan and China. But then, the whispers started. Rumors suggested these expensive French toys weren't living up to the hype, particularly when put to the test in situations like our hypothetical Operation Sindoor. The French connection was starting to look a little less ooh la la and a little more uh-oh. The Rafales were a big deal, but complications arose. Section 5. Is this thing on? India's alleged Rafale performance blues. Reports suggested India wasn't thrilled with their Rafales. It's like buying a Ferrari and finding out it struggles on speed bumps. The alleged issues were varied: problems with the Rafale's sophisticated radar system, or its electronic warfare suite not being as magical as advertised. These are complex systems, highly advanced but also highly critical. During Operation Sindoor, the Rafales were under immense scrutiny. Did they provide the decisive edge India was hoping for? India's reported dissatisfaction, if true, would be a major headache. Not just for India, but also for France. When you sell a premium product, you expect premium performance. This was getting awkward. Section 6. Dassault hits back. Our jets are magnifiques, merci beaucoup. Dassault Aviation, the proud French manufacturer of the Rafale, was not about to take these criticisms lying down. They have a storied history and a legacy of excellence to uphold. They have a reputation to maintain and a lot more jets to sell. The stakes are high, and Dassault is determined to prove their critics wrong. Their core argument? The Rafale is a fantastic aircraft. It's not just a claim, it's backed by years of development and cutting-edge technology. proven in combat, used by several air forces. It's state-of-the-art and reliable. The Rafale has consistently demonstrated its capabilities in various challenging environments. They point to its successful deployments in places like Libya, Mali, Syria, and Iraq. These missions have showcased the Rafale's versatility and effectiveness in real-world combat scenarios. Dassault would highlight the rigorous testing the Rafale underwent before India signed the deal. Every system, every component was meticulously evaluated to ensure top performance. They would emphasize the jet's advanced technology, its sensor fusion, its maneuverability. These features make the Rafale a formidable force in the skies. They'd suggest that if there were any issues, it might be down to how the jets were being operated or integrated into India's existing systems. The transition to new technology can be complex. Operating and maintaining such complex machinery is no small feat. It requires a deep understanding and continuous learning. It requires extensive training, sophisticated infrastructure, and seamless integration with other assets. The learning curve can be steep, but the rewards are immense. Dassault might imply that perhaps the Indian Air Force was still on a learning curve. Mastery of such advanced technology takes time and dedication. Or maybe, just maybe, the expectations set by some quarters in India were simply a tad unrealistic. High expectations can sometimes overshadow the practical challenges involved. Section 7. Meanwhile, across the border, Pakistan, China, and the J-10C boogeyman. While India was reportedly having second thoughts about its French acquisition, Pakistan was watching with keen interest. The geopolitical dynamics in South Asia were shifting, and Pakistan was keen to keep up. And Pakistan wasn't just watching, they were also upgrading their own air force with help from Beijing. The collaboration between the two countries was growing stronger by the day. Pakistan recently inducted a new Chinese-made fighter jet, the Chengdu J-10C. This addition was seen as a significant boost to their aerial capabilities. They call it the Vigorous Dragon. The name itself evokes a sense of power and agility. These J-10Cs are considered to be quite capable aircraft. They can perform a variety of complex maneuvers and are equipped with advanced avionics. Modern, agile, and significantly cheaper than something like a Rafale. This cost-effectiveness makes them an attractive option for countries looking to bolster their air force without breaking the bank. China is very good at making things that are competitively priced. Their production capabilities allow them to offer advanced technology at a fraction of the cost. Reports started to surface that the J-10C was better than the Rafale. These reports sparked debates and discussions among military analysts and enthusiasts. Imagine the glee in Islamabad. The prospect of having a jet that could potentially rival India's Rafale was a significant morale booster. Now, were these claims credible? The debate raged on, with experts on both sides weighing in. Independent verification is incredibly hard to come by. The lack of transparent data makes it challenging to draw definitive conclusions. Both sides have a massive incentive to spin the narrative their way. Propaganda and media coverage often blur the lines between fact and fiction. Pakistan wants to project strength and diminish India's technological edge. Their goal is to maintain a balance of power in the region. China wants to sell more J-10Cs. For them, it's not just about geopolitics, it's also about expanding their influence in the global arms market. Section 8. Arms deals and heartburn. The global market gets a jolt. This whole India-Dassault-Pakistan triangle isn't just a regional soap opera. It has much wider implications. It sends ripples through the world of international arms sales. When a major customer like India expresses dissatisfaction with a top-tier product like the Rafale, other potential buyers pay close attention. Dassault is trying to sell these Rafales globally. Any whiff of scandal or underperformance makes their sales pitch harder. Competing manufacturers are probably rubbing their hands together with glee. And then there's China. If Pakistan's J-10Cs are perceived as better than the Rafale, it's a massive boost for China's defense industry. Other nations are watching too. Indonesia, for example, has also ordered Rafales. This kind of controversy can shift geopolitical alignments. It's a big, complicated, and very expensive game of chess. Section 9. So what now? The lingering fog of the Rafale fracas. Where does all this leave us? Is the Rafale truly a flawed masterpiece, or is it simply misunderstood? Is the Pakistani J-10C the new king of the skies, overshadowing the Rafale's capabilities? The honest answer is, it's complicated. Military aviation is a realm where black and white answers are rare. These military performance debates are rarely settled with a clear winner and loser. Each aircraft has its strengths and weaknesses. It's all shrouded in national pride, strategic secrecy, and propaganda. Every nation wants to believe their investment is the best. India invested heavily in the Rafale, betting on a crucial technological edge to secure its airspace and assert its dominance. Any suggestion that this edge isn't as sharp as advertised is a serious concern for New Delhi, raising questions about their defense strategy. It forces them to reevaluate and adapt, ensuring they remain prepared for any potential threats. For Dassault, it's a PR challenge. They must navigate the storm of criticism and maintain their reputation. They need to reassure customers that their product is top-notch, capable of meeting the highest standards of modern warfare, but the whispers will linger. Doubts and rumors are hard to dispel once they take root. Ultimately, this Rafale controversy highlights the ever-shifting dynamics of global military power, where alliances and rivalries constantly evolve. It shows the increasing assertiveness of countries like China in the defense sector, challenging established powers. And it reminds us that in the world of high-tech weaponry, nothing is ever simple. The race for superiority is relentless and ever-changing.